The U.S. and Canada are facing an ongoing prison strike. The two neighboring countries are risking more punishments in order to shed light on their current living situations that they're forced to endure. RT's Rachel Blevins has the very latest.
The prison strike is now on its 7th day, and inmates in at least 7 states are participating by refusing to work, refusing to purchase items from their respective prisons, and in some cases, even refusing to eat. This strike is the first of its kind in the U.S. in 2 years, and the organizers say they want to raise awareness about what they call the prison industrial slave complex. Risking longer sentences and punishments, including solitary confinement, inmates across the country are choosing to participate in the strike in the name of improving prison conditions and increasing the hourly wages they are paid. The strike is being headed by Jailhouse Lawyers Speak. In a statement, the group said that ultimately they see this campaign as a human rights movement and that, quote, prisons in America are a war zone. Every day, prisoners are harmed due to conditions of confinement. For some of us, it's as if we are already dead. So what do we have to lose? The prisoners' demands include reforms that recognize the humanity of men and women who are incarcerated, access to rehabilitation programs for all inmates, and an end to racial overcharging and oversentencing. In addition to protesting forced and unpaid labor, the inmates are also calling attention to what they say are racist gang laws that target minorities. At least 7 inmates were killed and 17 injured after fights broke out inside of a prison in South Carolina in April. While local officials immediately called for more laws to address gang-related violence, an inmate who witnessed the event told the Associated Press that he saw bodies stacking up on each other, all while the nearby prison guards did nothing to stop the violence or check on the injured. This strike also comes as 11 inmates from 4 prison facilities have reportedly been found dead in their cells in Mississippi in the last 3 weeks. Information on how they died has yet to be released. The current protest also aims to humanize men and women who are incarcerated. According to the Federal Bureau of Prisons, more than 46%, or nearly 80,000 of the individuals currently in prison in the United States, are serving time for nonviolent drug offenses. The last major prison strike occurred in 2016, when more than 24,000 inmates in 24 states took part in the largest prison strike in U.S. history. While the last strike received little media coverage, there is hope that this protest could result in some sort of reform before it concludes on September 9th. In Washington, Rachel Blevins, RT.
And as the prison strikes continue in the United States, they're also continuing in Canada. Alex Mihailovich has more from Toronto.
Burnside Jail in Nova Scotia. That's the Canadian prison that has joined forces with striking and showing solidarity with American prisoners. Demands here are a little bit different. Nobody's calling the Canadian system a slavery system. So let's run through these demands and hear what Canadian prisoners are asking for. First of all, of course, as everybody in Canada asks for, is health care. They want shorter lines within the jails to get the health care faster, which is kind of funny because that's pretty much what every Canadian is asking for. 2, rehabilitation programs. They believe that rehabilitation is the key here. Money needs to be invested so that they can learn, first of all, how to live better, how to gain some skills, so when they get out of jail, that they'd be better members of society and obviously, hopefully, not reoffend. 3, they want exercise equipment. 4, they want contact visits, which means, especially in terms if they have families, that they could actually hug and kiss their kids instead of looking at them through glass. 5, personal clothes and shoes. They believe that this is an interesting one. It helps prevent institutionalization because you have your personal clothes instead of everybody looking the same. 6, some quality food as every other jail, and that's an issue with this jail in particular. They're saying that people that have certain religious religious dietary needs, as well as dietary needs if you're looking at health, that these people are not being addressed like in other jails. And then air circulation, a healthier canteen. They're saying that, well, schools get now healthy options such as apples and stuff. Why are we still stuck with junk food? 9 is the no limits to visits. That's a big one. Obviously, they want to be able to see their friends whenever they can. And 10, access to the library, but they want the library to be filled with lots of law books so they can study up on their case and maybe get themselves out of jail. Look, this is a lot of, I'm joking a little bit with this, and, these are demands that prisoners are making. There's a lot of people on the side saying they're in prison, so they should be in prison, and that's the way they should be treated. But if you look at Norway, 20% reoccurrence in crimes committed, and they have a prison system that's a lot like this, where prisoners are actually treated more like, I guess you could say, average human beings. Back to you.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.